Alright, hello Taurus, welcome to your reggae career oracle messages. So let's find out what God wants to tell you about your career when it comes to the reggae industry. Okay, Taurus, reggae career oracle messages for Taurus, please. What is God going to tell you? Two more times, Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, the first message that God has for you is to learn that endings are merely beginnings. Okay, one thing I know human beings like to do is hold on to the most successful time of their life. Hold on to their best girlfriend or their best girlfriend. Hold on to their best pair of shoes. Hold on to whatever they value most for a very long time. But if we don't ever let those things go, we won't ever experience better, because there is always something better. There is always someone better. Okay, that's the thing about life and God. God is very creative. Let's look at it this way. As high as God can be, that is the level of greatness that we can experience when it comes to having new careers and new girlfriend or new boyfriend and new experiences. So what I'm trying to say is, it is wise to let go of the past. It is healthy, as a matter of fact, because when you let go of the past, you allow the new you to emerge. Because look at it this way. Who you were when you were, let's say, 2 is not who you were when you were 10. Who you were when you were 10 is not who you were when you were 20. Who you were when you were 20 is not who you were when you were 30. Who you are when you're 30 is not who you are when you're 40. So if you choose to hold on to, let's say, your 30s, when you get to 40, you'll still be acting like a 30-year-old. Okay? And me personally, I don't believe in old age. Old age is a choice. I think that people get old when they stop exercising, they stop taking care of their mental health, they stop taking care of their body, meaning eating right and stuff like that. I don't believe in wrinkles. I don't believe in death. I don't believe in old age. People die because of sickness, and people get sick because of bad care. So don't watch your age. Don't listen to this society and what they taught us about age. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay? So don't be afraid to let go of whatever was present in your past, whatever greatness you accomplished in your past, because there's always more greatness to be accomplished. Always. Okay? And usually we don't have anybody to tell us these things, but this is the reality of life. Okay? Because as life happens, you learn more. And as you learn more, you have more within you to put out. Because there's always people who need to be taught. And that's what the reggae industry is all about. It's about teaching people. It's about entertaining people, teaching people. You know, it's about that even exchange where you put out your art and you get back financial gain for it. And also that respect that people give you, feeling valued and things like that. So keep your eye on the prize. Okay? A lot has changed since, say, 1990. A lot has changed since 2000. A lot has changed. So don't be afraid to step into who you are now. Don't be afraid to experience life and allow the world to experience you for who you are now. So who are you now? That's where your greatness is in this time when it comes to your career in the reggae industry. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with deviating and variating. Okay? If you listen to the music, you come from like ska. The beat has changed over time. So what does reggae sound like now in these times? That's the question, you know? And we look forward to it because at the end of the day, young people, it's just like when you go to church. You cannot expect to catch young people with the same vibe that appeal to the people of, say, the year 2000. Okay? In this day and age, you have to meet people kind of on their level without losing yourself in the process, if you know what I mean. So it's about finding that balance between who you are in the reggae industry and what the world is right now. Okay? So see how you can mix what's there now with what is comfortable with you. So a piece of you and a piece of the world. That's where you find that balance. So that you can appeal to a wide audience. Okay? Because it's not enough to just appeal to those who are already in love with reggae. It's not enough. We need to get new people to become in love with reggae so that they can hear the messages, because the world needs positive people in the world, and reggae is all about positivity. Reggae is all about healing and growing and evolving. Okay? Reggae is about knowing yourself and knowing the world around you, knowing each other, respecting nature, standing up for what is right, you know, being that person who was sent from heaven type of energy. And there's another problem within itself, because we need to define what being sent from heaven looks like. Our beliefs about God need to be cleaned up, because the way how the world has taught us to see God is not completely correct. God is a bit more liberal than they have taught us to see God. The way they teach us to see God, they keep us in this little box. While the devil is out there playing all kind of tunes and doing all kind of things and coming up with all kind of creative vibes to pull our children, the youths, away, because it's appealing. We, the lovers of reggae, who really have the true love for the world, we need to come out of these boxes that they have put us in, because they're cramping our style and they are slowing down our progress, and our children are being led astray. You understand? So that's what God wants to tell you first of all. Okay, now we got honesty at the bottom of the deck. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So it's time for you to start speaking truth to yourself, oh God, and being free. Freedom. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So climb out of the spell that they have put on us to try and keep us down so that they can keep winning. They put us in these boxes, these belief boxes, and keep us confined to this tiny little space here, while their empire look like this. They can do this, they can do that, they can do that, they can. So there's more variety on their part, so therefore they have more power on their part. Their way of life looks more fun than our way of life. Okay? And that's how they pull our children, and that's why reggae is kind of dying. Reggae don't have the appeal that it used to have because the world has moved on. So reggae also need to move on, or else reggae will be left behind. Okay? So, let's see what's the next message. They are our children. Our children need to see the beauty of consciousness, the beauty of doing what is right, the beauty of God, okay? The beauty of having good manners, the power of having good manners, the power of diffusing war, you know? And they need to see how healthy and sexy our body look from all that ital food that we've been eating. They need to see how pretty our skin is. So if you could wear a short pants from time to time, don't hesitate to wear a short pants. They need to know what farming look like. They need to know how to light a wood fire. They need to see foundational living. Foundational living will never go out of style, because when crisis happen, what we always have to revert to where we started. So the Rasta reggae is very, very vital in society now and forever. When all else fails, the world turn back to love. The world turn back to foundational everything. Learn about herbs. Learn about exercise. Learn about how to treat each other. Talk some positivity into the world, so those who want to hear positivity in their ear, they can hear it. But do it with style. And let the beat have an appeal to the people that you're catering to today. Because if you have a shop and you're selling goods, if you're not selling what the people want, they won't come into your shop. So you have to find a balance between what the people want and what you want the people to know about. Compromise. You know how long I got these messages for you guys? But I guess not before time, eh? Okay, what do you want to say to Taurus, please, Most High? What's your next message? I know. So we got disappointed and we got gossiper. Let's see the underlying issue here. We have drug addict. Interesting. Then we have disgusting, manipulator, exalted, old. Yeah, see? Listen, don't believe in old. It's nonsense. So we got rapists here, but it's not actually a sexual thing. Raping is taking things without permission, so that's like stealing. Then we got gazer and empty-headed. Okay, so what I'm getting here from these cards, so now you're just watching. So you're disappointed. God says, yes, you're disappointed, but you need to talk about it. Ooh. So that means that's what your next CD or your next album supposed to be about. Sing about how you feel. Sing about how you see things happening now. Sing about your transition from who you were and what you did in between that time till now that you decide I still want to do music. I still want to shine, you know? So instead of being disappointed about age and what you think you can do, that's what you should make your music about. Because how many people out there you think are going through the same thing that you're going through? A lot of people, so they'll be able to relate. You don't have to write song for everybody. But God would advise you to sing about what you know about, because you'll be able to express yourself clearly, and that will help you to heal as well. So sing about the things that you're disappointed about, because like I said, aging is not natural. They teach us to believe that we only allowed to live for 70 and 80 years old. What happened to them people who live for 112 and 120? And if you go China and India and then place them, I'm sure you'll find them 150 and maybe 3,000 years old too. Let's talk reality. 3,000 years old and look like this. But how can you tell? The mind. You need to make sure that your mind is strong. You need to make sure that you program your mind with the right teachings. Because as long as you keep exercising, as long as you keep taking care of yourself, you know what happens? You keep looking young. Just look at your body. Any part of your body that you keep using, that part will forever look young. Any part of your body that you allow to sit stagnant for too long, it will start getting wrinkly and it will start getting weak. Old age don't have anything to do with wrinkles and gray hair. That's why some people start going gray and bald at 20 and 30 and 40 years old. It's all lies they were teaching us. Getting old is not natural. It happens because of poor self-care. Don't just accept what they've been teaching you in this society. It's time that we start to understand life for ourselves. These people can't be trusted. These people who've been teaching us about life and love and living, they can't be trusted. They don't even understand themselves. And I think that you've been in the world long enough to see that these people don't understand their own self. So how can they teach us? And they don't care to understand themselves either. Because if they understood themselves, the world would be a better place. So your next CD, that's what you should talk about. Talk about how you have transitioned from who you were before to who you are now. Talk about how you feel about going forward. Talk about how you're heartbroken because things are not the same, and don't be afraid to speak your truth. There's power in it, because a lot of people see it and feel it just like you. You'll be speaking their heart for them. You'll be helping them. We're going through an evolution right now in life where we're getting smarter. And we can only do that by speaking our truth. If we choose to hide the truth and choose to hide our pain and hide our disappointment, we won't grow. The truth will set us free. Speak your truth. That's where the magic is in your life. At this. Coming next was protector. Attractive. That's a good look. That's what God is saying. So God is saying that instead of turning to addictions, it doesn't have to be drugs. It could be anything that you're doing too much to try and take the pain away. It could be alcohol, it could be sex, it could be just being mean and angry and just somebody that people don't want to be around. It's because you're hurting. So instead of taking that route, put that shit on paper. Put it in your music. If you make beats, put that in your beat. Put that anger in your beat. Put that energy out there. Tell somebody your story so that they can sing about it. Find a way to make what you're going through now be a message that bring you some money. Stop sulking. Stop giving up because you are sabotaging your own self. You're sitting on a gold mine right now because you're not the only person who is going through this. That is why reggae slow down so much, because people don't look the way that they used to look. A lot of time has passed since about 1998, 2000, you know. So a lot of people look older, they feel older. And because we don't know any better on how to take care of ourselves, we haven't been active, we haven't been taking care of our vessel as well as we could. So the vessel get weaker, it's slowing down. So we start accepting these teachings that they gave us about aging like it's true. When it's our poor lifestyle choices that make it look true and make it come true. Think of all the things that you used to do when you were younger that you don't do now. If you don't move your body is going to seize up and break down on you. It won't work properly anymore. That is the truth of the matter. If you keep using your body, you will keep it. If you keep taking care of it, you'll be able to keep it. I'm not gonna push this here. If you hear me, you hear me. If you don't hear me, then that's just too bad for you. If you choose to believe that you're too old and you choose to believe what Babylon been teaching you for all these times, then that's your business. But I've delivered the message. So your fate, your future is in your hands. Let's move on. Let's see what the next message is. You're sitting there empty-headed and heartbroken, not realizing that that same empty-headedness and heartbrokenness is exactly what God wants you to be talking about right now. That's exactly what God wants you to teach people about and make people conscious of. It's conscious music you do. There's more to sing about than politics. There's more to sing about than how the youth are shooting each other and whatnot. You're going through things. You matter too. And you're not going through anything that's just specific to you alone. Whatever you're going through, a lot of different people out there are going through it. But you guys just don't talk about it. So you think you're alone. Babylon fooled us for so long, making us believe in an old age. Old age is not natural. Times have changed. But you want to hold on to what was before. That's already gone. You're disrespecting God by thinking that God can't do something brilliant in you again and again and again and again and again. You have no faith. That's an insult to who God is and what God can do. It's an insult. And I know you're not doing it deliberately, but now I'm making you aware of it. And you choose still not to believe, then you're just doing it deliberately. God gave you your talent. Put your talent together with your struggle. Share your story with the world. There's so much creativity that God has already put in you. instead of repeating the same old stories, the same old storylines. It's time to sing about new things. There's more to life than just the things that you guys have sung about in the past. I'm not saying that what you sung about in the past is not relevant anymore. Or the songs that you sung before in the past, how about you remix them? And I hope you were exercising your vocals if you're a singer, because it need to sound good. So you need to keep exercising your body and your throat. How can you want to relaunch yourself and you're not exercising your body? What strength are you going to have to express your creativity if your body is weak and sick from sadness? So that's why I say it's important the way that you allow your brain to be programmed. Because if you have programmed yourself like this is over, then you're gonna act like this is over. But if you program yourself like, you know what, I can still do this. God is creative. God can do it. I can't, but God can. If you program yourself like that, you will prepare yourself. We're disrespecting God. All of us who think that God can't do a brand new thing in us, no matter what age you are. We can't, but God can. And if you want to go out there and do stage show, how you going to do stage show when your body weak and sick? You not use your body, you not exercise, you're not going around, you not do nothing. Even keeping a sad face. When you keep a sad face for too long, you make your face droop like that. So then when you look in the mirror, I am 42 years old. I'm making 43 this year, October. If you don't have nothing to smile about, smile anyway. Give your face exercise. Keep those muscles nice and firm in your face. So when people see you and you tell them your age, they can't believe you. Go lift some weight. Go do a little jogging. Do some fast walking. Do some, wherever you're at, start there and build back your body strong. If you truly believe. If you don't believe, then you won't do it. We are ridiculous. We choose to believe this nonsense that Babylon been telling us for so many years. Not realizing that our lifestyles suck. They're terrible. We sit down and watch TV all day, every day, and expect our bodies to be strong. We go up. We don't really do much exercise at work. Or parts of our body get exercise and other parts of our body don't get exercise, and we expect to look the same. If you're not exercising your neck gonna look wrinkly. If you're not exercising your chest gonna look wrinkly. It's just natural. It don't have nothing to do with your age. Because I've seen my thighs go wrinkly at the age of 32. Okay? And you're not supposed to have wrinkles at 32. But I was going through some things and I was very inactive. And that's why that happened. I started getting gray hairs at 28 years old. And they say gray hairs have to do with age. Gray hairs come with stress, not age. I had man problem. And my hair started to go gray. And when I realized that that's what's making my hair turn gray, I say, oh yeah, you want to make me look old and decrepit, and then you go and find somebody else sexy and young, and from then me stop stress over people. Everybody. Man, woman, and child. My beauty is mine to keep. Thank you very much. Because I am not who people say I am. I am who I say I am. I am who God say I am. God can do all things. That includes giving me everlasting life and health and strength, a sound mind, happiness, even if me by myself. Sometimes the happiest time we can spend is time that we spend by our damn self. Because people just be so miserable sometimes. The way that we have our mind program, that can either make us or break us. And right now, it's breaking you. You need to change your mindset. Babylon don't know what them a say. Them a tell her we lie. Don't worry, when I'm 300 years old, I may look like this. And besides, people are living longer anyway, because I see more and more old people on Facebook and whatnot to do things to actually get their body back in shape. And they're amazed that this arthritis thing can't keep them down. And how did they solve it? By exercising, by cleaning their lymphatic system, getting all the mucus out of their body, eating better. You need to research them. Get some inspiration. They're getting back out there on the dance floor. I feel like every age group supposed to have them dancehall clubs where they can go to and associate with people from their time frame. People that they can relate to, as well as make the new music and new stuff. The young people are supposed to have their vibes. The middle age people them, the elder people them, keep life going. They're supposed to have their own DJ, their own party place where they can go and congregate and have their fun. And then go back home and sleep and start to do some work tomorrow morning. And can't wait for the weekend. Have something to look forward to. We have to create the kind of life that we want to experience. If nobody created it for us, then we need to create it ourselves. Happiness prolong life. Good living prolong life. And youth. The fountain of youth is found in our lifestyle. And our mindset. 2 more times. I try to get a job today, but if nobody gonna make the way for you, make a way for yourself. You have to believe you can before you do. If you don't believe you can, you won't make even one step towards doing it, because you already don't believe that you can. But anytime you believe that you can, you start acting like you believe. And you know what happens when you try? You succeed more time than not. And with every succession, it gives you encouragement. But God is funny, because God will test you. God will deliberately make you feel just to see exactly how much do you believe. So keep that in mind if you do choose to try. Got a mystery card there. And another mystery card. The youth need people like you. People with your wisdom and your experience. That's what you should be sharing with us. These young people, when they sing their song, they sing about the shitty life that they're living. You need to sing about the mature life that you're living. 1, 2. Okay. You see that at the bottom of the deck? Foolish. Babylon make we foolish and we accept the teachings, the shitty teachings. And that's how we've been living our life from generation to generation with these stupid ass teachings. We have to watch our elders die. You know how heartbreaking that is? Watch our elders get sick. Not even get sick. Watch our elders get unmotivated. Well, first they get retired. Then they get unmotivated. Then they get sick. Then they die. What killed them? Sadness. Feeling like they have no purpose. What do you mean by you have no purpose? God put you here before us so you can experience all the mad things that you experience, so you can come and teach me about these mad things so we can avoid some of the fuckeries. You're not 20 years old anymore. You're not living a 20-year-old lifestyle. You're not 30 years anymore. You're not living a 30-year-old lifestyle. That's not what you're here to tell us about at this stage of your existence. Make us wise. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Stop crying over what done gone already. And stop seeing doom and gloom in your future. We say more life for a reason. See? Uneducated loser. Being uneducated is the makings of a loser. When you don't know, you have no power. Knowledge is power. God say a child will lead the way, so don't look at me and how young me be and say me just a talk. Because like I say, I'm 42 years old. I me look better than enough of them girl out here. And me sexy. Me sexy. So we got intoxicated. So what's intoxication? Not being able to see properly. Not being able to see straight. Mind clouded. Judgment impaired. God is saying you're not seeing things properly. It's time to be mature. You're already mature. You've had so much experience. That's what makes you mature. You learned a lot throughout your time. It's time to master yourself. Grab a hold of yourself. Grab a hold of your thought processes. Stop allowing the world to dictate to you what life is and what life is about. Life has been teaching you throughout your whole existence. What has life taught you? Be true about what life has taught you. Don't be afraid to be the exception. Don't be afraid to have people say to you, wait, you're crazy? No, them crazy. Because they're accepting these lies that Babylon teach us too. The fact that you're climbing out of that boat is going to make you look crazy. But when you manifest better health, imagine time is going on and you're getting younger. You're getting more fit because you've been doing the things that's going to make you more strong and agile. They're going to say, how you turn back the clock? You could tell them, God put the message in me and I told you. God sent a little birdie to whisper in your ear. And you know what? She was right. And I tried it. And here I am today. I feel better. I mean, I feel so good in a long time. And they will say, oh, you look good too. Yes. Start to take care of ourselves. So the underlying issue is your foolishness. You like it. Appreciate it. You've already, yeah, you've already accepted your foolishness. You think that that's all that there is to life. You appreciate your foolishness. You've been cultured that way. To culture someone that way is to program them that way. It's time to move on. Travel. But you're unconfident. And you're going to care too much about what people want to say about you. Defamation. It's time to get sober. Let them say what they want to say. Time to get sober and intelligent. It's time to groom yourself into that. Groom yourself into being wise. So you were cultured to be foolish. God said groom yourself to be wise. Let's see what these mystery cards are. First it was this one. Shy. Yeah, you're afraid. Don't be shy. You've tried living your life Babylon way. Now try living your life this new way that you're here talking to you through this here video. You tried it that way and you see that it now work for you. It's bringing you sadness. It's discouraging you and whatnot. Try going for more walks. If you can jog, try going for more jogging. Try cut out all the miserable people out of your life that's making your life difficult. Try bring yourself peace. Try eat more healthy foods. Fruits and vegetables and nuts and your milk and your what else? A little bit of meat, not too much meat. Okay? Drink more water. Try looking after yourself better and see what happens. Be more physical and see what happens. Try writing about how you feel in a book. If you're a writer, whatever part you play in the reggae industry. If you're a writer, try writing a song about what you're going through right now. How you truly feel at this stage of your life. Try changing up the beat a little bit to match with what you're saying and how you're feeling, yet still keeping it reggae. Just try. Let's see what the next one is. Vain. You know what vain mean? So how can you be shy and be vain? These are all very bad qualities to have. So you're too afraid to fix it, but yet still you care so much about what you look like and who you are at this stage. That's a very bad predicament to be in. This is why me now go try push too much into this reading yet to get you to change your mind, because we can't make people be who we want them to be. People have to choose to be who they want to be in life. Because somebody who is vain is somebody who loves themselves. Somebody who think that they're God's gift. Somebody who exalts themselves above others. And a person who's vain, when they start seeing themselves getting wrinkles and getting older, you know that bring out the worst in them. Because they'll do all kind of things to try and stop that. But it's not that serious. It's your lifestyle choices. If you spend a lot of time being miserable, your face gonna look old. If you spend more time smiling and singing and doing things that make you have to pull facial expressions, then your muscles are going to get pumped up, and that's gonna pull your skin nice and smooth. And that's how you keep wrinkles away. The fountain of youth is found in our lifestyle. Not under a knife, not in a bottle, not in a jar. Get it together. I'll see your last message, and then I will let you go and make the decisions that's going to carry you on through the rest of your life. I'm not here to waste my time and force nobody for being nothing. Somebody gonna see this message and it's gonna hit somebody, and somebody will understand, and somebody gonna manifest. The fountain of youth is in our mindset and our lifestyle. It's not in a jar. It's not under the knife. It's not in a bottle. It's not in a magic. Live well, and you will look well, and you will be well. I'm sick of seeing our elderly just sit by and allow themselves to get old and sick and dead. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to me. I'd go visit my grandmother and tell her, come, let's go walk, let's go exercise. I would tell my parents, them need for join a rascal gym. They need to get more exercise. They need to move their body more, because all they do is sit around and watch TV all day. They might get up and go clean the bathroom, get up and go cook and whatnot, but that's not enough exercise for the human body. I don't care how you feel right now. I feel a way too. It saddens my spirit. I have to sit by and watch my people just wither away. Why? Because they choose not to live their life properly. And they're so stubborn too, because they think you know everything. And you die with all the good recipes and die with all the wisdom. When you should be happy to see your grandchildren and help to teach the other children, and even if your children don't want to listen to you, you're good for somebody. Somebody gonna listen to you. You choose to think the least of yourself. You choose to think that you're irrelevant. You may be irrelevant to somebody, but you're not irrelevant to everybody. If the people around you don't care about your wisdom and don't value you, you see how they got the internet now? Let somebody help you if you don't know how, and go up on there and talk to people, because we need you. When you should be teaching people, you just clam up. You clam up yourself and you stay in your own corner with your sadness, and you just sit there and you hope and wish for death. You hope and you wish for sickness. You clam up and go in your corner and think that nobody care and nobody want you. Thank God that God opened up the World Wide Web. Somebody somewhere. Somebody somewhere will see the value in you, but you need to put yourself out there. I need to stop at your foolishness about me too old for this and me too old for bumbo clock that. You too old to be believing the same shit that people been believing for so long. How about that? How about you try and do something different? If you feel you're not dead anyway, then what harm is it in trying? You're a fucking elder. I don't care how you feel right now. I feel a way too. You're an elder. And somebody out there needs you. You want to be respected as an elder. Act like one. Because you don't look like how you used to look, you feel like nobody gonna love you. Why? I've given you the fucking formula to the fountain of youth. Change that shit. Start doing things that you haven't been doing for a long time and you see how you change. Take a picture of yourself today. Start doing those things and take a picture of yourself 1 month from now. And you will see. Smile more. Be at peace in your mind more. Choose to believe in a better tomorrow that you will be a part of creating. And put that shit on paper. Put where you're coming from and where you hope to go on paper. And that's what you should be putting out into the world. Y'all just sit by and wither away. You allow yourself to wither away. Just sit down. How much hours a day do you spend sitting down? That's your problem. That's why you're getting weak. That's why your knees don't work properly no more. That's why your back now work properly no more. Your muscles are weak. We know about 90-year-olds who still go into the bush and look after their animals and look after their crops. How old are you? Me sure you're not 90 years yet. And then these young people see them 90-year-old grandparents still going into the bush and looking after their crops and their animals and whatnot. And then they want to tell them, oh, you need to slow down now. You not see your old, you not see the old man stronger than you. But because of this programming that Babylon put in our mind about age and what we should be doing by a certain age, they kill their grandparents. Because they were quite happy going into the bush and looking after them crops and them bumbleclot animals. Now them got them sitting at home doing what? Nothing. About retirement. Retirement is one of the worst things for our elderly. When you retire, you're supposed to use that as the opportunity to start your own business. Because the body was made to work. All your years of working until you're 65 or 67 when they decide to let you go and tell you we don't want you no more because you're too old. You're supposed to be saving your money them time there so you can start your own business. Follow your passion, whatever skill God give you, and then you're supposed to start your own business. Because you still need to make money. And you still need to be active because it's healthy for you. We got this thing fucking mixed up. And we just keep repeating the same stupid shit over and over and over. And then we think God no good. We think, what is life? You don't know what life is. They think life is so pointless. Because you're going to die anyway. Death is a lie. Death is a choice. It hurt me. 4 more. Look at the bottom of the deck. Loss of position. So you lost your position back then. That was back then. You have a position there for you now. You still have a position there now. So we have loss of opportunity, loss of desire. And then we have loss of bladder control. So I understand the loss of opportunity and loss of desire. So even if you lose certain opportunities, there are opportunities there for you now at this stage of your life now for who you are now. You're not who you used to be. And you shouldn't want to be who you used to be either. You should be taking care of yourself now so you can love who you are now. And create opportunities for yourself now. If you're not doing any music anymore, teach. But I feel like there's more music in you that you can make and put out into the world. And people appreciate it. I know you have a loss of desire. It is discouraging. Seeing yourself transform from who you were 20 years ago and seeing who you are now. It could be disheartening, but it's because of your belief system. It's because of your lifestyle, how you've been living your life. That's what's making you transform physically. Because if you check your spirit is still who you are. Your spirit still feels the same like it's always felt. The spirit don't change. It grows, it gets wiser. But it always feels healthy, it always feels strong. It's our physical bodies that we need to learn to take care of. Because the way how we look physically, it affects us on our spiritual level. So if you look after yourself, you start feeling better. And you start looking better. Turn the clock all the way back. You can. So this loss of bladder control business, what's bladder control? Your pee. So let's see, let me clarify this. Let me see what God is trying to say to us with this one, because I don't understand what that is saying. It could actually be that you have that type of problem. But let's see. What does this mean, please, Most High? Explain to us. It's disheartening. I get it. I understand. But how we choose to believe make a big difference. Just because somebody's not creating an opportunity for you don't mean that you can't create opportunities for yourself. You can create opportunities for yourself. There is a place for you in this world. And the people that you're supposed to be blessing with your talents and your wisdom, they're not being blessed because you're not doing your work anymore. You're not doing your work anymore. Why? Because you're sad. Your mind isn't in the right place. So it's throwing everything else for you out of balance. and also for the people that you're supposed to be blessing with your wisdom and your presence. They're suffering too. It's not just about you. Let the newscasters look at videos you make today and look at videos that you make 2 months from now and say, wait, he or she, whoever you are, look like you get younger. And then smile and say, yes. I try to look after myself. They will notice. But it starts with you. You have to first believe and then put in that work. Smile more. Let me show you how I get to keep my face looking young. I do exercises like this. You see here, I do this. Yeah. And here, I do this as well. Do that, yes, because that build up the muscles in here. And then you go to the side. And that build up those muscles too. And you can go around. Yeah, and that build up those muscles. And for here, we do like exercise your face. Give your face work for do. I didn't wake up like this. I actually do exercises because I could have looked old already. I've looked at my neck several times and I see the wrinkle then start to come in and I say, oh yeah, I don't think so. That's not me. And why? It's because I haven't been using my neck. And you see our eyes too? Our eyes need exercising too. So the thing is, if we want to look that way, we turn our head this way. If we want to look that way, we turn our head this way. What that does is every time our eyes are basically always looking forward. So if we try to look this way without turning our head, it may hurt. And that's why a lot of people need glasses. Because their muscles get weak. Because we don't use it. We're supposed to be doing this sometimes. You know? And you know some people can push their 2 eye out there. I can't do that one day. But yeah. We're supposed to be exercising our body. If we don't move it, we lose it. You have to look after yourself, man. And if you look at elder people when they go to the gym and things like that, their hands will look nice and young and their legs will look good and their abs will look good, but here don't look right because they don't exercise this part and this part. And then their face will look older too because they don't exercise this part. You have to. Full body workout. I've always wanted to make one of those, but I'm still studying, so I haven't been able to make a full body workout yet. But just know it will include sticking out your tongue, all that. Exercise everything. Wake up. Wake up your body. And sex is good. Sex is healthy. No matter how old you are, live. Forget how old you are and just live. Just live. Do what you love. Don't do what society tell you should be doing. These people don't care about us. They lie to us about so many things. They're lying to us about age too. Let me see what this bladder control business is about. Clarifying loss of bladder control. What are you trying to say to us with this one, Most High? Okay, so let's see. We have God, protector and savior. It says truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. You see? So this is about your fortune. Let's see. Then you have the adored God, obedience, causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. Okay. So loss of bladder control, well, loss of control of anything, that's a bad thing. So I'm trying to relate loss of bladder control with this information here. So loss of bladder control is the inability to determine one's fortune and fate. Okay? And my brain, I don't know what the hell I just said, but I feel like it was right. So basically, like you feel like you have lost the ability to control your fortune and fate. But God says, truth and justice will help you. God the protector and savior. It says protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. So what's your fortune in this here? Your fortune in this respect here is your youth, your health, and your wealth. So the enemy, Babylon, is stealing your fortune, which is a happy mind, even in this age and beyond. A happy mind, a fertile body, a healthy body, an agile body that can still move about and do things. We're supposed to be confusing people with our age and how well we look and how well we're still working. That's what age we're in now. It's time for us to take off the glasses or move the wool from over our eyes so we can see clearly, and stop living what these people told us to live and live God's truth and justice. So they are stealing your fortune by making you feel like you're old now. You have no use. You can't get well. You can't get better. You can't look any better. You have to go under the knife. You have to take injections. It's a lie. It's all lies. And that's how they're stealing your fortune, with the things that you choose to believe. And then we have the adored God, obedience, causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. So obedience, you know how much information was given to you here in this reading? There was a lot of information that I imparted to you in this reading. And I'm not talking to you out of just thin air. I'm talking to you from experience. Like I said, I'm 42. I've already experienced wrinkles. I've already experienced gray hair, and I understand how they come in. I may already experience inactivity, okay, and how it weakens the muscles and fucking knee pain and back pain and all kind of thing. So if you're not being sabotaged by people chemically, like people putting things in your food and whatnot, if your problems are just the lifestyle that you choose to live, your lack of activity and things like that, you can change it, but you have to start slowly. You can change it, but you have to feel motivated. And how do you feel motivated? By first believing it. Obedience. I'm not here just talking for talking's sake. God has me here talking to you because if you need answers, they're here. Whatever you choose to do with the information, that's your business. It's your future, it's your fate, it's your fortune if you choose to let it go. But the world is changing. And if you don't believe this, somebody will. And they will manifest these truths and you will see. It's not a load of rubbish that I'm talking to you. It's time for our elders to stop dying. Dying is not natural. It's time for our elders to start living life differently. Retirement is time to start your own business. So you could set your own hours so you could get the rest that you want. After you retire, if you want to take some time for you to live life a little bit, then do that. But have a plan after that. Because life goes on. Your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren and your great-great-great-grandchildren, they need you. And if those around you don't love you and respect your wisdom, you got people out there on the World Wide Web who will love and respect you. Because sometimes a prophet have no honor in them own rascal land. Just because you're not important to those around you don't mean that you're not important at all. Because I used to talk my ears off to people around me. And I realized I'm wasting my time. So I stopped talk to people and I started to talk on the web. That's what I did. Because I could reach more people and I know somebody gonna value what the hell I'm saying. So I stopped focus on one-on-one conversations and focus. Just put my message out there and whoever want it and whoever believe in it, they will find it. God will make it find them or they will find it. And they will benefit from it. That's the mindset that you need to have going forward. You are important. You didn't go through all that you go through and learn all what you learned for nothing. And if you want your beauty back, then you need to do what you need to do to make it come back. You need to first believe and be obedient. Make it happen. And then you'll be motivated to give us some good music again. Stop the nonsense. Look, and at the bottom of the deck here, the underlying issue, we have God, the end of the universe. It says endings and rebirth. That's the first thing that God told you. That's the first thing God started with. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. Real talk. You think I'm here talking nonsense? I don't waste my time like that, my dear. I don't waste my time like that. Look. After that, we have the right hand of God. It says fame and renown. Tell me God's not talking to you. Fame and renown influences commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. God is ministering to you through me. So if you choose not to believe what I said here in this reading, your business that. Me done with you. Anyway, I wish you the very best going forward. Thank you so much for listening. If you chose to listen to this here reading. Yes, until next time, my love. I'll be back. I'll probably check in with you maybe next month or something. Well, that's if your story come up. If you choose not to care, then God gonna choose not to care too. So I suggest that you choose to care if you want God to care. Guys, like, if you don't care to change your life, then why should I? You can take the half to the well, but you can't make it drink. If you're thirsty, drink water. Okay? Right. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.